I'm Jillian Anderson, and I'm a senior at Texas A&M University.
My name is Claudia Garrett, and I am a current senior graduating in December.
I do have a chronic condition that has no cure. I understand what that feels like to not know what tomorrow holds, and so I knew that I wanted to give as much as I could.
My younger brother's name is Andres Julian Garrett, but we call him AJ. In July of 2019, we realized my brother had been diagnosed with leukemia. They realized that the only option was that stem cell donation or that bone marrow donation. I found out it was me, so I said yes. It was kind of a matter of when, not a matter of if. Unfortunately, April 28th of 2022, we lost my little brother. I've just kind of realized I want to live a good enough life for the both of us, and I feel like I'm doing something at A&M.
We learned that one of the top reasons that donors say no is because their professors or their colleges don't allow them to have excused absences, or it's that fear of missing class or missing tests.
Their biggest challenge to say yes is the ability to make sure that they can step away from class and not have an issue so that they can go save a life.
I knew that this is what Texas A&M University, this is what we as a chapter are going to do.
They took a challenge that they saw of their peers of having the ability to leave class for the purposes of donation and created a policy.
It wasn't a question of if, it was just how fast can we go to get this approved.
So anytime anybody wants to make a change to our student rules, there's a full process that happens in that situation. And so they will submit a rule proposal that goes to rules and regulations. And what we do is we let the submitter know, hey, we'd really like for you to attend this meeting. This is the date and time that this rule is going to be discussed.
We just hit the ground running straight away with doing research, gathering supporters, finding who our champions were going to be, a lot of parliamentary procedures, and learning the different ways to do this.
I learned so much about policy, so much about public health, so it's been a learning process and it's been a great experience overall.
It was a very long process that they went through, and they were just really prepared. When they came in, they knew what they were talking about. They were able to answer the questions that the committee had.
Each and every step was us growing as individuals, but also growing in giving hope to more and more people. And I think that's what drove us to keep going.
We do have the spirit of selfless service and leadership, and they really took that to heart.
We were able to get the yearbook to do an article on us, the newspaper got involved. We somehow had the local radio come down and do some interviews with us. It was a 10-month kind of period of us consistently trying to build support or go to meetings and all that. When it finally passed, it felt good to know that what we had started on campus could hopefully save lives.
I remember Jill called me the second it passed, and she goes, I was checking the website and it passed. And she's like, Claudia. And I think we had a little squealing moment on the phone, and then I hung up and I immediately called my mom and I just started crying. And I thought, God, if AJ could see this.
They're the first school in the country that did that, and they took the lessons from that, and they're trying to help other students from other college campuses across the country do the exact same thing.
What this means is that there's going to be less of a waiting time. There's no having to work around professors, working around exams. You don't have to go to a dean, which in the case that they didn't approve it, you would have to. For the patient, this is their timetable. This is their lifeline on the line.
I think the award is about giving hope to other schools to hopefully do the same thing. You know, we want to spark that change and to create a lasting impact. And so hopefully this award will give a platform to inspire other people to do the same.